permanent on the wig head. And guys, for the tools, the wig canvas head and the tripod stand, I will have that all down below in the description box. So to get started, I wanted to go ahead and customize the hairline. Customizing the hairline makes your unit look so much more natural and more realistic. You want your ponytail to appear as if it's growing out of your scalp. So really focusing on getting your hairline to look like it's yours is really important. Next, I'm going to use this toothbrush looking edge control brush, and I'm going to use some mousse and kind of just set the front of the hair. My end result, I didn't really have much baby hairs, but for me to keep the hair just slick and back until we get to the back, I like to go ahead and use some mousse just to keep everything in place. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the wig down a little bit more because we're going to go ahead and start working on the back of the hairline. Make sure it is tightly placed down and tightly T-pinned. So for the back, lift it up a little bit, make it comfortable for you. That part is where your ears are going to be, and this is the back of your hairline. It's just kind of mapped out for you already. Get some water. And you're going to spray this because we want to kind of pluck it a little bit so that the line isn't as straight and it's a little bit jagged, like how the back of your hair really looks. Well, I don't know about y'all, but the back of my hair looks a little bit jagged. The only con that I came across when it came to trying to pluck this is with this unit, the adjustable band that already is on the wig is kind of slightly lower. So I couldn't really go in on the pluck, and I couldn't really make it look as realistic and kind of mimic my own as I wanted to because I was kind of restricted. With how far up I can go with the plucking. I took out a little bit of baby hairs because I just wanted to set the baby hairs in the back. I didn't take out a lot. I took out a little bit. And I did this for a more natural and realistic look. Go ahead and cut them. You don't want these long baby hairs in the back because, you know, it just won't look as realistic, and it'll give you that wiggy look that everyone kind of usually gravitates towards that I don't like. So now it's time to set my real hair. I used some Gotta Be Glued, and I used some holding spray to kind of just set my hair because you can see the braids in the front are very fuzzy. In the back, make sure you're combing up all the little naps and kinks in the back, and make sure you're getting it to stick because we're going to be using glue. So after I revealed my braids, I went ahead and I used some alcohol. Do not put the alcohol on your actual hairline. Put it on your skin. That's where the glue will be going. For the adjustable bands in the back, make sure you tighten that when you're doing your hair. These dotted lines, look out for these because that's where your ears are going to be, and you want to cut around that so that it fits perfectly just like this. Now I'm going to be using a brown pencil just to kind of map out my hairline, and I could have used white, but I didn't have white on hands, and I'm just putting small dots because I don't want my wig to pass those dots when I put the glue down. I want to keep my forehead, not really minimize it too much. I don't want my wig to be a centimeter away from my eyebrows. I want space in between. I went ahead and I used Ghost Bond glue. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I was very upset about this. I spent a lot of time on this video, and the glue just decided to not stay. So throughout the video, you will see that the glue did stay in place, but would I recommend this glue for wigs as far as longevity and really keeping it on your head? I would not recommend it. And I've used this glue in the past and it's worked for me, but lately I'm finding that whenever I use this Ghost Bond glue, it is not sticking, it is not staying. So do I recommend this glue as far as holding down your wig in place, especially for a ponytail, especially if you're going on vacation? I do not recommend this glue for you. I'm just saying that for me, it did not stay as long as I thought it should have stayed. So right now it's sticking very well, but it lifted within the next 20 minutes. And it was completely dry, guys, completely dry. Next, I went ahead and I put my hair in a ponytail, and the back, we're gonna go straight to the back. Okay, it's very hard to really get the glue on the back of your hairline when you're doing things by yourself, so it will look very messy, extremely messy. If you have somebody that can help you do this process, I definitely recommend reaching out to them and asking them for help, but this part was very hard. I kept the lace on the back so that I could pull it down and kind of press the wig into my skin by using my hands, and I blow dried it to make it dry. Next, I went ahead and I tied my hair for, I want to say, a good 30 minutes to an hour to really make it dry. Afterwards, I went straight into cutting the lace, and I kind of did it in portions. So I did the first part by my forehead in a very jagged motion. And don't worry, you're gonna have to go back probably to really get those little pieces, really make sure it's flat and there's no lifting parts, or you can either go back and put glue underneath those lifting parts. Totally up to you. So with some alcohol, I had some glue in places that made it look a little bit messy and unkept. So I used a Q-tip to kind of wipe away the excess glue that was around the hairline. So now it was time for the back. I had to go ahead and reach out for help. So my cousin Deja went ahead and cut the excess part of the lace in the back, which is very important. And then I went ahead and used some alcohol to wipe away anything that was there, any glue pieces. Cut very close to the hairline on the back. You don't want any extra pieces of lace just hanging around because you can see it. I do wish my hairline in the back looked a little bit more natural. I'm my own hardest critic. But like I said, I was restricted because of where they placed the actual bands. For a more natural and realistic back of head, I would go ahead and use a full lace wig. A full lace wig will definitely get you to be able to pluck more and really get it to look like it could be sculpted into your hair and match your hairline. But I think the results came out amazing. I am gonna give myself some props because this is the second time I'm doing this video, and I think I have gotten better from the last time. If you follow me on Instagram, you guys would have known that I was really upset about this video because I spent all day, and what you guys don't see on Instagram is on YouTube is you guys don't see that we put so much work in, and it takes a lot of time to do these videos. So you can only imagine that when I finished this video, the glue lifted, and I was just so upset. That was all my hard work that literally just went straight out the window because the glue decided to not really do its job. And yes, I'm gonna blame the glue because I did go ahead and add on 2 layers of it, and it just said, no girl, I don't want to stick. However, I do think the hair did come out good. Again, this is from Wow African. I think I was able to lay it really flat. Usually when I do ponytails or any updos, because there is a lot of tugging and a lot of pulling, I always usually do it on the canvas head so that it's already set, and all I have to do is just place it on my head. This time I didn't do that, and that's where I guess I also went wrong, but I think my hair looks flawless like this. I'm not gonna even lie. But a ponytail is very hard, guys. I'm gonna keep doing this until I get it right. I'm gonna keep doing it. And if you're at home watching this video and you're just like, gosh, I can't do it right, girl, I struggle too. So we're gonna struggle together until we figure this out. And I think my result came out good, but I ended up just putting the hair down because I wanted you guys to see how the hair looked when it was down as well. I had a lot of fun making this video. It was very challenging for me, but YouTube is about tutorials, challenges, and not everything is perfect. Things happen, guys.